Okay, hello. Good Wednesday to everybody. How are we doing tonight? We're in the thick of it. Let's see what is in store. Hello. Happy Wednesday to everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? This Wednesday. And, of course, bullet point, for those of you who don't know, this is pre-recorded because internet stinks. This is behind the scenes production for Tales of Valhalla, The Aftermath Chronicles, Season 3. Season 1 and Season 2 are already on YouTube. Just type in the search bar on YouTube, Tales of Valhalla, Tales of Valhalla, and you should be able to find us there and all our content, behind the scenes content, Seasons 1 and Seasons 2, like I said, trailers, character introductions where the characters introduce themselves, animated, and or some of the characters, but a lot of content on there for you all. Battle scenes, just wonderful miniature stop motion stuff based off the board game Heroscape. Anyway, good evening to you all. Now we are doing another bunch of dailies tonight. I got all the wide shots done. I think like the last live stream, I think I was talking about I was doing a lot of wide shots, and it took a while for it to do all those, but I got them all done. At least I hopefully I got them all done. I'm pretty certain I got them all done. I might have to review my script a couple dozen times to make sure I did, but basically those are done. Now we're working on closer shots to this scene. You can see right here, here's Light Folly. If we back up a little bit farther, there's Geert. So there's Geert and Light Folly in the same. And we're going to look at these shots. We're going to look at a couple of the wide shots that I've done just recently, and just start rendering these and going through these dailies. And I guess just one thing I just want to mention, that since this is pre-recorded, and these next few weeks are going to be kind of busy, to where I'm going to try and record something, in which I'm doing right now for this week, but this particular Wednesday, or today, earlier today, I had a medical procedure, so this live stream is running, and I'm more than likely observing it to make sure that it's running properly, but at the same time I could be in bed asleep as well, because I did have a medical procedure earlier during the day, which you know, nothing drastic, colonoscopy, but I probably wore out from the day, so I could be resting or sleeping after that. But even if I am observing, I'm not going to comment. Feel free to comment anyway, and then I might mention that comment next time I do a live stream. But that's just a heads up for you all, that even though this is recording and this will be up today, this Wednesday, I might not be conscious in reality while this is going. But you got the pre-version of me right now that is not under any procedure at the moment. So anyway, so let us go through this stuff, shall we? So okay, here's a shot. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of Geert and Light Folly that we're going to be looking at, a lot of Geert and Light Folly close-ups. So let's see here, and we're going to start rendering this. I just want to take a quick look at it. Let's see here. Make sure, okay, that's in. Now, this looks fine. I don't see any light flicker. The only problem was, and this is a mistake I made, there's a little bump there. You see that? How everything just boom moves just a tiny bit. But it's really hard to tell that everything moves because our characters are moving, so it's something that actually kind of saves itself with how the characters are moving. And that was my error. I did bump the camera while in the middle of the animation, so. But what I did was I did even closer, like extreme close-ups of the characters for this as well, so I could cut between those two if I wanted to. So I got options. Anyway, let me render this. I believe this is scene 4. Fairly certain, yep. Yep, scene 4, okay. So this is going to be shot 7. And hopefully that our background music isn't too loud, but it's just right. I'm looking at my levels, it should be fine, but you never know. So if you can barely hear me or if the audio's bad, I apologize in advance, but everything should be okay. Episode 9, okay, save and start exporting. Alright. See, just a matter of a few seconds, but while that's going, see, I can show you guys, like, this is like a wide shot that we'll be looking at in a second. Ooh. Look at all those guys there. Bad guys, good guys. So we'll be looking at that in a second while rendering these. So this is rendered. Now let's move on to the next shot. There's just a lot of shots again to do. And because, since, like I said, my weeks, like last week, like the 2 Wednesdays before, I've had stuff to do medically as well. So I've taken less time animating, and so it's just going to take a little bit longer for this to do, or to do this. See your motion blur, but I'm trying to do as much as possible. As soon as I get through this, then it won't be much longer until we're completely done with the animating. Not the editing. We still have a ton of editing to do for Season 3, but animating it all is a big leap forward. This looks good. No light flicker. Looks like they're moving well. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so let's put this here. This is shot 8. Yeah, 14 seconds remaining. Yeah. And we're going to be jumping between 2 episodes too. Doing this render like we're in episode 9 here. These are 2 shots for episode 9. Then we're going to go to episode 10 for shots in episode 10. Alright. So that's good. Now we gotta go to the right scene. We gotta find the right scene here. Hold on a second. Okay. I'll know it when I see it. I think. Yep. The scene 2. Okay, scene 2, shot 3. And of course more gear and light folly, but this is kind of a long one. Get to see a little bit of action happen here. We'll do closer action scenes because we're gonna have Geert face off with some of these Morrow. Basically he's protecting Light Folly, so Light Folly can do his archer thing. And yes, I know for those of you who are familiar with Heroscape, one Roman soldier would pretty much die at the hands of these Morrow, but it's just crazy. It's just creative liberties. I'm taking a little bit of creative liberties because I'm the filmmaker. I can do that. All right, so let's add motion blur and get this down. Okay, this is 29 seconds. It's all looking good. There's just like a little bit of camera movement because it focuses to them and then back to Geert. Alright, looking good. So let's render that. So we gotta back up here, go to episode 10, and this is for scene 2. Start rendering this. This may take a minute. So let's go back to this shot and let's just take a look at it a second. Okay. Vroom. Interesting, huh? And everything looks like it's running smoothly. Lots of Morrow though there, ain't it? Move. Yep, looking good. Right, and then here. I'll look at this next shot in a second. But right now, we're done rendering that. Shot 4, which is significantly shorter. There's a lot of shots that are going to be really, really short here. Sometimes these close-ups you only need like them in one spot and they don't take that long to animate really. Let's take a look. Alright, good. There's a little bit of shadow I noticed there. But not much you can do about that. Okay. There are other shots I could use, though. Because I'm just mostly just need it for this close-up right here. As is, so that is fine. Render this one. This shouldn't take too long. Yep, 3, 2, 1, boom. And rendered. Shot. And like this week the following weeks I'll be doing a lot of these shots. I'll be like on days that I'm able to animate, I'll be pumping out at least 5 to 10 shots a day, at least, if not more. So we'll be going through these really fast. Relatively fast. If I were single and didn't have a family or a 2-year-old to look after, I'd probably be done with all of these in a week, but you know, family is first. Family is always first. Okay, let's take a look at this. There's a little bump, you notice that there, but it's not a huge thing. Again, this is something I could probably switch to, and it's not not too bad. You can barely notice it. Besides that, yeah, not bad at all. Alright, render. So, look at my time. Ooh, we're already 20 minutes into this. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, let me tell you. Okay, here. While we're rendering that, we'll just take a quick look at this other wide shot that I've done. Let's see, we got some other characters here. We got Sylvaris and his gang. Wait a second, I want to see. I think that's just do, okay. Yeah, that's just do the focusing back here. That's fine. Yeah, looking good. That's just to establish where these characters are in proximity to the Morrow there, because they're preparing an ambush. And I can't give too much away. I'll just say there's just going to be a lot of insane cuts for this scene. Okay, I believe I'm doing shot 6. Okay. It's the same shot, but different take. Alright. And it shouldn't take too long to do this one, it's just 7 seconds. Looking good. Yep. I'll just render it, get it done. Time is always against us, apparently. Alright. Okay. So I just got 2 more shots to render, so we should be able to do this before we run out of time. Let's see. Alright, once again, no light flicker, no camera movement, all good. Take a quick drink. Good. All right, one more shot to do. Looks like we're gonna be getting everything done on time, with a little bit of time to spare. All right, good old light folly. All right. And there's still so many shots to do with Garrett and light folly in this scene too, and that's just one part of the scene. There's like shots with everyone else too. It's crazy. It is crazy, but you know what? We're gonna get through it. It's gonna get done. Let's take a look. Yep. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay, shot 8. Just a matter of a few seconds. Oh, excuse me. Pop my finger. It's a gross sounding thing, I know. Alright, as soon as we're done with this, we have one more wide shot to look at too, and we'll have enough time to look at it, and then finish out the live stream. Alright. So, done with that. So nothing left to import. So just save. Wait, actually, just double check. Pretty sure there's nothing left to import. Yep, shot 8. Yep, done. Alright. So, let's move here. Okay, so, like I said, we were looking at this. Looking good. Silveris and his archers. And we will look at one more shot. Right here. This one's fun. We'll just spend a little bit of time looking at this. We have a few minutes. Whoa, a lot of things happening. Okay, so first of all, just going through it. See, there's no camera shake. Maybe slightly, but it's not horrible. And no light flicker. So that's exactly what I wanted for this wide shot. Now let's just go through it very, very slowly. Okay, you see that this guy got knocked over. So these are the I think they're called the Zute. These abominable snowman-like creatures. Yes, they're part of a fight scene. And they hitting some Marrow, but there's Toolbach Ra trying to save some of his Marrow buddies, and so someone like will have some special effects there. And probably some special effects here too, with this ice elemental facing off with a bunch of these guys. And then we see up here too, you barely see him, but Toolbach Ra just teleported up there too, and is getting these guys out. And then the ice elemental just gets surrounded. And we'll have other close-ups and stuff that'll establish these types of shots and stuff. But, I mean, it's good to have just a foundational wide shot just to show everything, even if it's just for a few seconds, so people get the idea of, you know, the space and everything involved. And then you can just work on medium shots and close-up shots after that, as long as people understand. So it all looks really good, really excellent, and that is basically it for the live stream tonight. We're almost 30 minutes into it, so I guess I will close us out. And I will do that by saying, well, like I always say, even though, like I said, like these collection of weekly film dailies again, I'm just going to condense down into one video for Tales of Valhalla YouTube page again, because it's just, like I said, just some of the same stuff. But still, I'll end it by saying, for those of you who are watching this on Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this is just an edited down version of what is an almost 30-minute live stream. And if you want to see the full extent of this live stream, go to our Connector Productions YouTube page, which will be a link in the description, like on the screen or below. And for those of you who are watching this live Wednesday night, thank you guys so much for watching. I should be good, should be okay, and we will see you guys next Wednesday, because we're going to be really neck deep into fight scenes with this. I'm fairly certain either it's going to be next time or the time after we're going to be seeing some really fun stuff, so can't wait to show that to you. I'm not going to explain much. You're just going to see it. Excuse me. And that'll show spoilers just by seeing that, but definitely lots to look forward to. So with that, have a good night, and we'll see you guys next time. Later. Later.